Hey everyone, my name is Kirsten and today I'll be presenting my fish identification project. So I'll go ahead and show the kingdom, phylum, class, and order of the species that I'm doing. In this class, the kingdom for all of the species that we look at is Animalia, and the phylum is Chordata since we're doing vertebrates. The class of the species that I'm presenting is Actinopterygii, and the order is Cypriniformes. So as I show the family, genus, species, and the common name, see if you can guess the common name of the species as I go. So the family is Cyprinidae. The genus is Nicomis. Finally, the species is Leptocephalus. See if you remember which species that is in common name. It's the bluehead chub. So I'm going to start by going over some of the key identification of the bluehead chub. So they have stout bodies and small eyes. They have short snouts and subterminal mouths, so they're bottom feeders. They have medium-sized and rounded caudal tails, unlike some of the fish that we've studied that have those really deeply forked tails. They can grow up to about 10 inches, which is relatively small. It's about palm-sized for reference. So in coloring, they have this yellow kind of orange fins that you can see in these two pictures. They also have olive brown sides, so these colorings are really prominent in this picture and this picture down here. So this is a female. They have those darker backs kind of with the more olive green tones on the side, and their fins tend to be a little bit darker orange than the males. So the males appear, this is a non-breeding male, and he has those orangey fins. They're a little lighter, more of a yellow tone, but you can still see that brown olive green tone, and then they also have a bluish black stripe that goes down their side, and of course, the key blue head that they have. So breeding males have more of a kind of brighter blue color, which you can see down here. Their foreheads also swell, and the tubercles that are on their foreheads become a little bit more prominent during mating season. So you can see that not only is the blue a little bit brighter, but it's also carried down the side of his body a little bit more. On to distribution and habitat. So the bluehead chub is common from northern Virginia all the way down to Louisiana. However, they are not found in Florida, and they are also non-native to the Bear Creek system in Tennessee, which is right here in this kind of dark maroon color. They prefer clear streams that are small to medium size, and they really like high gradients and swift currents because they like areas that have a lot of rocks and stones. Also, they are a keystone species in the Piedmont and Eastern foothills areas of North Carolina. Moving into behavior and reproduction, they have a 5-year lifespan and are reproductively mature at 3 years of age, meaning that they reproduce for about 2 years of their life. They spawn from the late spring to the midsummer, and bluehead chub take part in external reproduction, meaning that the females lay the eggs and the males then fertilize them in the nest. Males also take part in nest guarding, which increases the hatching success. It also increases the likelihood of multiple females laying eggs. So if a male makes a really nice nest and is really good at taking care of it, females are more likely to lay eggs in a nest that already have eggs in them because they know that the male can take care of them. It also increases paternity insurance. So if the male can fertilize and take care of a lot of eggs and hatch them all, then he can assure that he passes on his genes to the next generation of bluehead chub. Males can use up to 10,000 stones in a single nest. They are dome-shaped and can be up to 100 centimeters in diameter, 30 centimeters in height, and they can even build them in as little as a day. So a lot of other species of fish spawn in the same time as bluehead chub, and some even spawn in conjunction with them, meaning that they use their nests. It's mainly minnow species like shiners, dace, and darters. Finally, I'm going to talk about survival strategies of the bluehead chub. So natural predators include things like snakes, kingfishers, and of course other fish. So there are really two main ways that bluehead chub will avoid predation. The males build and maintain nests, which attracts other fish. I talked about that in the last slide a little bit. A good example of this is the yellowfin shiner. So males of the symbiont species that will use the bluehead chub's nests will stay in the area after the eggs are laid, and this is a twofold solution for the bluehead chub. So it increases the number of fish in the area where their nests are, which decreases the likelihood that the bluehead chub will be preyed upon by something moving through the area. The other thing that happens is bluehead chub will mix their eggs with the other fish species that lay in their nest, which decreases the chance of a bluehead chub egg being eaten if something comes through and disturbs the nest. So in this picture that I have on the left, this is a picture of a bluehead chub nest. And you can see all these other fish, and then our bluehead chub is kind of right here. This is our male guarding his nest. So you can see that they really do kind of camouflage when there are all these other fish around them. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you all learned something about the bluehead chub. I would like to give a quick shout out to my lab TA, Audrey, for teaching us all the different characteristics of the bluehead chub, and then also to Laura for, of course, teaching this awesome class and making it really fun. Thanks so much for listening.